Alright, you son of a bitch. Time to find out who you really are. What the... You're...
I'm Australian.
Okay, there's no way this is real. You're... Woody Woodpecker?
Where's Wally?
Wally?
Let's go!
Super Mario?
I said bitch.
Jordan Peele? Okay, this is just getting weird. A glitch in the Matrix? Okay, you know what, screw this. This is just confusing as all hell. Back in 2017, Jordan Peele released Get Out, a fantastic bit of comedic horror that also marked his leap from comedy to horror. It won him an Oscar and was one of my top 5 movies of 2017. So to say that I was looking forward to his follow-up movie, Us, is an understatement. And it pains me to say this, but I was left thoroughly disappointed by this movie. Now, the story of Us is about a family who's on holiday in Santa Cruz when they're suddenly terrorized by a gang of evil doppelgangers called the Tethered. And as the family tries to fight them off, they discover that there's something much bigger at play that's taking place across the entirety of the United States. Now, this is a fantastic premise, and it had the potential for all sorts of really scary and tense scenes, with the Tethered actually having a very interesting look of just being clad in red jumpsuits and their signature weapon of large golden scissors. And the actors also, they give great performances, with the lead in particular, Miss Lupita Nyong'o. She pulls double duty not only as the lead, but as the leader of the Tethered. And with both characters, you can tell they're different characters. That's how great her performance is. She is an absolute highlight of this film. Everything else, though, ugh. Us suffers from the same problem as A Quiet Place. It's badly written, but it's much worse. It's a case of when you think of both the broad strokes and the finer details, you realise things don't add up. And even in the context of this film's own universe, the Tethered's plan wouldn't work full stop because there's just too many plot holes or inconsistencies with both the broader strokes and the finer details for things to really come together into a way that really makes sense. Then there's also the fact it's not scary, which is the worst sin a horror movie can commit. And the reason for that is it feels like Peele's kind of fallen back into his comedic days, with there being humour in some scenes that just doesn't pan out and falls flat, and other scenes where they're trying to be both comedic and scary, but instead of being either, it's just awkward and confusing. Like, a great example of this is this scene where this other family is being killed by their Tethered, and the wife, she's barely alive, and she calls it to her Alexa to call the police, and the Alexa instead plays NWA. Then the main characters show up and they fight that family's doppelgangers while the song is playing, and it's just weird. Really, really weird. And of course, if, like me, you were following Jordan Peele, you knew that he was planning to do a whole series of horror movies that tackle social issues in America. And with Get Out, it was pretty clear what that movie's message was. With this one, though, I had no idea what it was trying to talk about. One minute it felt like it was talking about segregation, then the next mental health, then the other welfare inequality, wealth inequality, but I didn't get what it was trying to be about. I took no lessons from it, and instead, I just sat in my seat in the cinema, really just waiting for the movie to end. It was like 50 Shades of Grey all over again. More than anything, Us is an indication that we were way too quick to assume that Jordan Peele was the next horror icon. This movie just has so many issues, like both as a piece of horror and as an example of just regular storytelling to be anything other than mediocre. It's only something that's worth watching if you've literally just got some time to kill and you can't come up with anything better to fill that time. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it, and if you really liked it, then please hit the subscribe button and of course the notification icon. Now for the next movie review, it's going to be of Brie Larson's directorial debut Unicorn Store, then after that, Avengers Endgame, and I've also got a review of World War Z in the pipeline for down the line. I've got all that and more, so like always, please stick around.